you're wondering which fragrance to buy. Do you buy the expensive fragrance or luxury fragrance, or do you buy the budget fragrance? Keep up, let's see. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Politically Incorrect Podcast. I'm your host, Mark Grant, and today we're going to talk about luxury versus budget fragrances. I've compiled 6 fragrances from my collection, man, 3 of them being high-end luxury niche fragrances, and 3 of them being bargain, Arabian scents that are inspired by us of those fragrances, all right? But first, you guys know I like to share a hygiene tip of the day, and today's hygiene tip is, man, keeping that head fresh and nice cut, keeping your mustache trimmed and your beard trimmed up, man. You know how it is when you get that fresh haircut, man, that just sets the mood off. You walk out of that barbershop, you already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So invest in a good set of trimmers if you do them yourself, like I do. I've got a set of big clippers also. If not, man, if going to barbershop is your thing, I go to the barbershop still also, just not as much when I don't have time. But I still go. So, get to the barbershop when you can. Keep that fresh, keep the updo nice and clean. All right? Now, on to these fragrances. So, we're going to talk about some luxury niche fragrances and some bargain fragrances and which way you should go, man. Really, it's subjective. It's your choice and which way you go. But just know, you really don't have to go either or. You know what I mean? It's your decision. All right, so let's get down to it, man. The first fragrance we're going to talk about and review is the OG in my book, man. This fragrance has more fragrance spin-offs of its DNA than any other fragrance that I know of. You know what I'm saying? And which fragrance am I talking about? The OG, man. Creed of Venice. The OG. That's what I call it, man. That is the OG. And you already see the dent in that bottle, don't you? Yeah. You already see that dent, man. But you cannot deny that this fragrance is the OG when it comes to pineapple scents, man. Before this one, wasn't nobody really talking about pineapple, right? Let's get it sprayed on the test strip, man. While I'm letting this dry down, I'm trying to find the notes for y'all, man. See real quick. All right, here we go. Woo, and just that smell, man. The pineapple, the bergamot, birch, musk, and oak moss is what I get, man. I get a little bit of patchouli, but man, I'm telling you, that right there is just gangster to me, man. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. What you got is pineapple, bergamot, birch, musk, oak moss, blackcurrant, patchouli, ambergris, apple, vanilla, juniper berry, and jasmine. All right, man, and this scent is just gangster to me. The only downfall of this scent right here is only lasts like 6 to 8 hours on skin, which is okay, you know what I mean? But I always pack a 8 mil decan of fragrances like this in my pocket just in case I need to spray again later if I'm gonna be out longer, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I do. But I got a knapsack full of 8 mil decants that most of these from my favorite fragrances up here that I keep with me, you know what I'm saying? So I always do that. All right, now let's get on down to the inspired by of this fragrance that's going up against it, right? So, all right, we're going to talk about Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man. Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man EDP is what it is, EDP, Eau de Parfum. All right. These black bottles make it so hard to see, man. All right, now let's get this one sprayed on the test strip. And like I said before, most of these, you're going to let them dry down a little bit. So I'm going to spray this card, let it dry for a little bit before I actually try to compare the two, because really what a comparison is in the dry down, man. That's where they are almost identical, right? So I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. And I'm going to grab the notes on that one for you. Hang on just a second. All right. Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man. Your notes are going to be lemon, pineapple, birch, bergamot, musk, ambergris, patchouli, apple, jasmine, rose, blackcurrant, vanilla. All right. So with this one, it is almost, I'm telling you, it's about a 90%. 90% same as far as the scent goes on the dry down, right? But now, for somebody that owns the OG like I do, I can tell the difference in the quality of materials used to make the OG. You see what I'm saying? Just because I own the OG, I can smell the difference. But to the normal nose, if you don't own OG, you can't really. Both of these I would say about 90% the same. As a matter of fact, I wear the Club de Nuit Intense Man EDP more than I wear my OG, because you seen that dent in my OG. I'm trying to say, serve it, man. That bottle is expensive, so I wear the Club de Nuit Intense Man, to kind of supplement that. You see what I'm saying? Because to general nose, you can't smell the difference between the two. They're about 90% the same on the dry down, right? So it's your choice. That's a 200 ml bottle also of that Club de Nuit Intense Man. That's only $50, man. Do the math on that. You know what I'm saying? Do the math on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all subjective. So it's your choice which one you do, right? All right, now on to the next one. The next one we got, man, this one, the only way for me to describe this smell, it's like a fresh, dry sheet that you put in with your clothes. You know, the fresh smell, your clothes come out. Take pear and ginger and add to that, man. And that's what you get with this fragrance. What am I talking about here? Ex Nihilo Blue Talisman. Ex Nihilo Blue Talisman, man. That bottle right there is so beautiful, man. That blue faded down. Ex Nihilo Blue Talisman. All right. Now with this one, man, I don't know how they did it with this scent, man, but they got it. You know how you can kind of smell that fizz with a Sprite? When you first pop open a Sprite, how you can kind of smell the fizz? You can smell it with this, and I'm thinking it's gotta be the ginger, man. You can smell that fizz, I'm telling you, with this fragrance. I have never smelled any other fragrance like that. This one, nice, man. Super nice, super clean. You get that pear. And once it dries down, on the first spray, I wouldn't take it on the first spray, you know what I'm saying? Let it dry down, especially when it gives your skin, guys, because, a lot of guys will smell it first, but, oh, man, it smells kind of feminine with now. Just let it dry down, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man, the clean, clothes dry, sheet smell, man, see? Yeah, this one right here, dude, is, man, if you like to smell fresh, I mean like super fresh, white t-shirt or white button-down shirt fresh, this is it, right? Man, that pear and that ginger is super nice, man, super nice, man. Plus, I think it's got ambroxan in here that kind of punches this fragrance up. So this fragrance here, I'm telling you, for a fresh fragrance, this lasts 12 hours on my skin, man. And if you spray it on clothes, it's gonna last about that or longer on your clothes, dude. I'm telling you, for a fresh fragrance, I never smelled one like this that lasts that long. Usually your fresh fragrances die off, you know what I mean? Not this one. Not Ex Nihilo, man. I'm telling you, so really, you getting the quality fragrance when you purchase this fragrance, right? All right, now let's get down to the inspired by fragrance of that fragrance, all right? This one, man, and let me say something about this right now, that these Arabian fragrances, man, are killing the game when it comes to presentation and bottles, dude. This bottle right here, look at this. This is Lattafa Art of Universe. Look at this bottle, man. That bottle is like an art piece on your shelf, man. That's crazy. And it's like 3D on the front of the bottle. It's insane. You know what I'm saying? And this bottle is, it's a lot of other bottles that look better than this one. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this one sprayed on the car. Yeah, they not taking no prisoners, man, when it comes to it. And the scent is cheaper than the original, and you know what I'm saying? It lasts longer, you know what I'm saying? So you can't go wrong either way. So this one, I would say about 80%. It's about 80% of the same scent, which really, like I said, to the person that don't know, that don't have the original, you can't tell. You know what I mean? Just from having the OG and the inspired by, the scents are the same. The difference with the inspired by is it don't have the fizzy ginger in it. It has ginger in it, but it's not fizzy like the original fragrance, right? And I think it has a couple of other added notes in it, like amber, I think, and something else, maybe mint, that kind of changes the profile a little bit. But when it dries down, it's about 85% the same. But like I said, if you haven't smelled the original, you would know. You know what I'm saying? How that ginger, that sparkling kind of ginger, how that smell, you would know how it smells unless you smell the OG, right? But other than that, the scent is 85% the same. But in this battle, the OG wins because the OG lasts longer. You actually getting the quality that you paying for with with Ex Nihilo Blue Talisman. You getting that quality. You know what I'm saying? 12 hours on my skin, I'm telling you, and even longer on clothing. The Tarfa Art of Universe is no slouch though. It lasts about 10 hours. It lasts about 10 hours. That's on skin and on clothes about the same. All right. All right, on to the next and the last one. Now, this one right here, man, this one right here is the big brother to the OG. That's all I gotta say. You know that big brother, the little brother I always go up to, man? The big brother is player. You know what I'm saying? And he giving the little brother that advice. You know what I'm saying? Spitting that game to him. That's what this one is. And what am I talking about? Absolute Venice. Creed Absolute Venice, man. Yes, the player. And like Denzel say, my man. My man. All right, man. Now this one right here is straight, man, just gangster of a smell, man. No other way to describe that, man. They took Creed and added a few notes to it, man, and punched it up and made it last, like 12 hours almost, man. And I'm telling you, man, it's the smell of this one is killer, man. Absolutely killer. Let's get it sprayed on a card for y'all, man. Let's I already know what it smells like, but man, my description to y'all, man, so y'all can understand what this one smells like, man. It's the pineapple, but you got some grapefruit and bergamot in there in the top. And man, the ginger and the oak moss and the veteran patchouli, man, down in the base. Man, yeah, man, shoot. This one right here, that's all I can say with this one. And like I said before, which is why my business and my channel is politically incorrect. I do not wait for any particular season to wear my fragrances. These fragrances are expensive, people. They're expensive. I wear my fragrances whenever I want, wherever I want. If that's the smell profile that I want to, if that's how I want to smell that day, I wear it whenever I want, whatever season I want. You dig? It's all subjective. It's your choice. I don't wait for nobody to tell me when I can wear my fragrance. Otherwise, you got fragrances sitting up here, expensive fragrances sitting up here just collecting dust. You know what I'm saying? But this one right here, don't take no prisoners, man. Just straight up OG gangster. You know what I'm saying? All right. Man, I just keep smelling that. Oh, man. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Let's get the inspired by fragrance that we're going to be talking about of that fragrance. All right, we're going to be Armouth Club de Nuit Precious. I think it's pronounced, or Precious. Not sure how you pronounce that, man. Down here on the third coast in Louisiana, it would be Precious. That X and all that would be silent, right? But we in Texas, we in Houston, Texas. But yeah. But you know what I'm saying. More, a lot of us down here from Louisiana. You know what I'm talking about? You heard me? All right, so let's get this one sprayed on a test card, man. That's another thing. Down here, man, it's a lot hotter. You know, I understand in Florida it's the same way too, but down here it stays a lot hotter. It stays hotter a longer portion of the year than it does in other places, right? So sometimes in Christmas it might be, I mean, we played basketball one Christmas, it was like 70 degrees. Now the last couple, it's been a little chilly, but not too chilly, man. Really, it kind of gets cold in January, kind of February-ish, after December, really, to me, in my opinion, man. But so that's another reason why a lot of times, you know, we can wear fragrance. Our fragrance schedule is a little bit different, but like I said, I'm not on a schedule. I'm gonna wear what I want when I want. You dig? All right. Now the Armouth Club de Nuit Precious, to my nose, by 90% the same. By 90%. On the dry down, by 90% the same. And I would say with this one, they both last about the same amount of time since I've had experience with both of them, right? So about 10, 11 hours, like I said before. They both about the same on skin and on clothing, right? So only difference with these that I can tell is like I said, because I own the original fragrance. So I can tell that the original fragrance has quality material, use quality materials to make it, right? That's the only thing that the only difference that I can smell, right? But that's only, like I said, only because I own the original fragrance. But I wouldn't, if you want to go the other route and get this precious, absolutely nothing wrong with that. Far less expensive than buying this bottle of Absolute, right? And it smells 90% the same. But like I said, once again, who's gonna be able to tell you that unless you go run off telling what you got, what you sprayed on? Nobody gonna know that. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Most people ain't gonna come up to you and judge you anyway. You know what I'm saying? They might give you a compliment, that's all they're gonna give you. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't really know what you're wearing anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's for you to know, right? So basically, when it comes down to luxury versus budget, really it's all down to whichever one you prefer or whichever one your pockets can handle. You know what I'm saying? At the time. You know what I'm saying? It's subjective. It's your choice. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all being a part of this show, man, this episode. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Get ready for that next one, man, because that next one, I'm telling you, I got some of that new stuff coming. You know what I'm saying? What hit my box lately, man. So I got about 5 fragrances sitting over here, man, that, waiting to be reviewed. So stay tuned for that one. Thank you for joining once again. Thank you for listening to the Politically Incorrect Podcast. I'm Mark Grant. We out. Peace.